Are you stupid or are you dumb? SLR, SLR, SLR.
You're. Yo, what's good, what's good, man? How was your weekend? How was your week, man? How was everything, man?
Another one down, a great week. Definitely getting to it.
We got a lot of rap beef right now. I love it. As a hip hop fan, you know, I'm opening my YouTube feed. It's a new fucking track for me to listen to every like 2-3 hours.
Definitely.
And Joey putting belt to ass right now.
It's definitely a breath of
I don't know
fresh
if
air.
it's an East Coast bias, but
It is definitely East Coast.
I don't know, but I don't think none of them shits is topping what Joey doing. I mean, I know for Rayvon had some good tracks. He had a couple. I like his second one more than the one he was on that 50 beat.
Daylight definitely out.
Daylight, but now I don't know. Daylight's doing a little too much now, but yeah.
He's definitely doing too much, and they have been making him back to back. And it's been friendly.
It's like I'm waiting for Joey's responses, even though they had Reason jump in. They had some other
ass cheeks.
And what's his name? AZ Cheek, whatever his name. The dude that was on Kendrick's album. I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
And he jumped in it, but I'm like.
But it's all friendly fire, though.
Yeah, it's friendly fire.
That's what hip hop
cool,
is, right?
Yeah.
No one's talking greasy out to the point where it's getting out of hand, but it's friendly fire. But love is love. Definitely love to see these artists get an opportunity to sharpen their tools, right?
Yeah, you know.
Awesome.
So, yeah, and it's kind of hard fucking with like battle rappers if you think about it, because these battle rappers is gonna.
And they're battle.
They're like the most typical, better like.
And they're definitely battle rapping, but they're not like they're not shooting up bang bang type shit. It's not.
No, I'm just saying. I feel like battle rappers are the most skillful because they do this shit for sport.
Yeah,
they really gotta. But Joey's showing them like I could do this shit too.
Yeah, he got Loaded Lux on there, which is one of the all time greats. He gonna get that word. He gonna get that word.
Yeah, he tagging Loaded. Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Loaded. Definitely love to see all that. It's great to see these artists out here putting that work in, because you know at the end of the day, that's what hip hop is, right? Hip hop is a sport to essentially see, you know, some of the greatest go at it. It's a very it's a hard battle when you gotta go verse for verse when you dealing with hip hop, because you know it could definitely spill out into other things, but the way they're doing it is very classy, you know, very classy. It is definitely something for us to, you know, be able to get a chance to see, because usually rap beefs don't usually end too well. So shout out to those gentlemen making sure that they keeping their heads right, and more importantly keeping it out on the field, right? But yeah, we got some cool stuff to get into. Definitely showing love to all the things that we got going on here. But definitely, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, one of the first things we want to talk about this week, we all been hearing it because it's just a part of, you know, our daily discussion on the internet, is Tory. Free Tory. Free Tory!
I don't know. A lot of people, you know, we hate women because we might think we might be innocent. I'm not even a human karaoke machine fan. Like, I like some Tory songs, but I'm not a big fan of his like that. I'm not gonna be like. But the story sounds crazy. Remember, we had back then when the case was going on. They had the gun. It had like 3 different DNAs on it. Then we tested Tory for it. Even when Casey got on the stand, her shit was like all over the place. And now, I guess, like I told you, man, the truth always comes to the light. You could lie all you want, but the truth always comes to the light.
But what happens, though? What
and now, like, Meg's going crazy. She was on TikTok doing these long posts. Oh, Tory shot me. I'm like, yo, how are we going to believe if you always getting caught in a lie? If you lie once or twice, you're going to think you're a liar.
But it's not even that. It's just the way she conducted herself in the whole situation, right? And apparently there's new body cam footage stating that she said she stepped on glass. But then her friend had the majority of the DNA on the actual gun. And then her bodyguard said that, yeah, it wasn't Tory. So
No, it was a bodyguard of Casey during the trial, driving her to and from court, overhearing them talk about the case and talking about she shot at Meg 3 times. Tory jumped to intervene. While he's jumping to intervene, he hits the gun hits the ground, and it fires off another 2 times.
That's that demon time.
And it's so funny because if you look at some of the like her old streams, her old like lives, she'll tell you Tory stood over the back seat inside her one time, and another time he's talking about he shot from the front seat, and he'll tell you he shot from there, and he remember she even said this shit that he was talking about dance bitch. I'm like, I do not believe
dance bitch.
I mean, he could have been drunk, but it just sounds unbelievable.
No, but you know was one of the more.
Oh yeah, could I read her post?
I was just about to say.
I want to read it. It goes, at what point are y'all gonna stop making me have to relive being shot by Tory? At what point are Tory and your fans are gonna stop lying? Like, how much of the check to keep harassing me? What is happening every day? 1 minute y'all say I was never shot. How y'all letting me play in your face again and say I shot, but it wasn't him, okay? I'm sick of this. Leave me the fuck alone. He ain't dare get on the stand and deny he shot me, but that was his choice because he knows he did that shit. I don't give a fuck about a blog or a bot. Why in the fuck would Megan Thee Stallion have to lie on the fucking about shooting me? How y'all mad at a person that got shot? Facts are facts. He did it. It was proven in court. Fuck the hate campaign on the internet. Tory, you shot me. It's no fucking evidence. You've been saying the same shit for years, Tory. Please, leave me alone, you fucking demon. I'm off this silly ass internet shit. Bye.
Bye.
That's what she said. That's how I felt she said it when she
The Meg Thee Stallion. Why would the Meg Thee Stallion lie to y'all?
Yo, men lie, women lie, evidence does it. And we ain't have no fucking evidence, alright?
She even said on camera that she stepped on glass. Damn, she's gonna have a hard time.
1 minute you didn't fuck them, next minute you did fuck them. Like, come on, man.
It's gonna be hard to backtrack from this, you know?
Like we said last episode, y'all could have been Eskimo sisters with no beef. But y'all can't do that. Women can't just be Eskimo sisters. Their emotions get involved, and it's beef. The only time niggas getting mad over being Eskimo bros is if one chick is their girlfriend and the one isn't. If they're like just smashing dick, it's high fives. Right?
All love, because we showing it over here. But,
we love you, Meg. Even though you're a liar. I mean, I can't say that, but
we love you, Tory.
It seems like you lying.
I'm sorry you gotta I'm sorry you gotta go through this though, you know?
You know?
But
well, we have another thing that has some where's that I'll bring up the other thing too.
Yeah,
so basically there's this Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna.
Yeah.
And she's saying she's calling Governor Newsom right now to review Tory Lane's case and issue a pardon. And she's saying that within the next 36 hours,
36 hours,
they're going to have new evidence that proves the human karaoke machine is innocent.
So, oh boy, maybe touching down. So
what are y'all going to do now? The Vagina Unite, what are y'all going to do?
But
if this comes out, what are y'all going to say? You're going to say, oh, she was drunk, that's why she lied. What are they going to say?
When, does Tory sue the state?
He sues everybody. I'm suing Shade Room. I'm suing Baller Alert. I'm suing Hollywood Unlocked. All them shits ran by y'all. I'm suing all y'all.
And she made it clear that this case was very mishandled. Oh, man. Yo, shouts to Tory, man. I'm sorry you got to go through that. But at the same time, but at the same time,
speedy recovery.
We still gotta take in regards to the fact.
And this ain't no gender war shit, all right? If Tory really shot her, we would have been like, fuck Tory, man, that's some bullshit. Exactly. But if there's evidence coming out that he didn't sue her, and the case seems it seemed crazy already, come on, man. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Right?
Right.
Yeah, right.
Right is wrong, wrong is right. Listen, moving right along, I know we all heard about it, we've all seen it, it's the case of the century. Man, I know a lot of us are just completely in awe. Like,
Yeah, I'm not, yo, I know there's another gender war thing because people are going, yo, Cat, we spoke about this last episode, man. Yo,
we're gonna keep talking
accountability,
about
please. Like, now we're hearing that you was dealing with Diddy while you had the body, the trainer.
The trainer.
You telling the trainer you doing this and that, you with Diddy. Like what you, I'm like, yeah, we had this they keep saying Stockholm Syndrome. Come on. At the end of the day, sometimes it's being an idiot or being, like,
so
man, I don't want to be judgmental.
So no one's an idiot here.
Not an idiot, but
she was
naive. Naive's the right word, right?
She was naive. I would agree. She is naive.
I feel like when you hit a certain age, you gotta stop being naive, right?
And there needs to be some accountability.
Yeah.
I'm completely listen. We all have gone through it. No one's perfect, but at the same time, there was a moment there, and that she definitely played more of a role in what was taking place. And again, that doesn't discredit or take away from the abuse that was taking place. There was still some accountability that needs to be addressed there. So, shouts to everybody going.
And well, they had Dawn Richards.
Yeah.
She was on stage. I heard she didn't do that good. I heard the prosecutor, Diddy's lawyers got her. She was shooken up.
But apparently, the way his lawyers are doing it is they're
he got a team full of women. So how are we gonna do Vagina Unite when he has Vagina Unite on his side?
On his side, so he's just essentially just killing
it's like
kindness. And
Civil War Vagina Unite.
It's essentially there's no aggressive ban.
Then again, I think he got white lawyers, so it's probably white women versus black women type shit.
So essentially, it's just people representing him and his best intentions in mind. But they also had the workers there, the actual workers there.
And he had, you seen the list of, he had all the prostitutes. That same dude was on the list, the dude that we was arguing about.
So wait, hold on. So the real question, right? Oh boy was on that list, right?
Yeah, it's one of the regulars.
One of the regulars, right?
Yeah.
But now that we say, he made a lot of comments a while back when he was actually initially interviewed by the cops about other people involved, and I'm not trying to throw dirt on anybody's name, but
he said a lot of these dudes are Decepticons. That's what he basically said.
He definitely did say that. So the question here was he telling the truth or was he not?
Hey, wait, is he gonna get on stand? He's probably not gonna have him on stand.
I don't know if he's gonna get on stand or not, but the question.
I heard they got coming out. Kid Cudi about to be on stand next week too.
Yeah, but apparently no one's actually said that there was any.
And they have the transcripts about when Cash was asking Diddy about the car. He's like, he had a conversation between three of them, him. So he's like, what car? He pulled the whole Debo. He said, what car?
What car?
What car are you talking about? Nah, Diddy's a bad man,
but what's crazy was that, like, they had a whole transcript of the workers and talking about how Cassie used to go out of the room, come back in, ask them if they wanted to finish, and it takes a cognitive individual to like move forward or essentially tie in the whole situation as a whole. Like this is not something that someone who's incoherent or mentally like gone out of the loop or drugged up is gonna do. So there was some there that we are kind of something there that we obviously don't know because that's not our lane. But
did he introduce her to it? She liked it.
Did he introduce her to it? But Ryan Leslie was also older than her too. So
yeah, he was like almost 30. She was like
so
18, whatever.
There was some grooming there at some point in time, whether it was intentional or not.
I mean, y'all be talking about that shit. I remember when I was in high school, man. Half a day, all these grown men used to come pick up chicks that were 16, 17, 18. I guess it's just something that women say they like older men. Like, and I know y'all, I don't do it. I'm not fucking with no 18, 16, 17-year-old. But
what are you talking about?
It's like, it's something that's regular. I remember when I was in high school, I seen older men coming picking up younger women. Like, it's something that happens in rich people. It's just women like older men and they're gonna go for older men. And men like to have women that they can control.
Is that a daddy complex? Is that the father figure that they're
I know back in the day they did it because they were living up to 20. So they were fucking with 14, 15-year-olds because they're not living past a certain. But we're talking that's like thousands and whatever, like hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Yeah,
we're not talking about today.
Yeah, we talked about this a couple episodes ago, but Bill Belichick and his 24-year-old girlfriend just got engaged today. So
yeah, and I heard she had her ex was a rich dude too.
So she's playing.
She was getting bread from that dude.
So
that's how she got all that real estate.
But she what? $8 million.
Yo, she's playing the game, man. You can't don't hate the player, man. Hate the game.
But
man.
she's playing the game in such a high level that it almost seems like
she a pro.
It almost seems like unreal. You know what I'm saying?
Pro.
So listen, gentlemen, stay on your shit. Make sure you protect what you work so hard for. But more importantly,
and these dudes, most of these dudes that form right there want to be tricks, though.
Take care of those who take care of you. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You worked hard for that, but at the same time, you got to show love to the people that's showing you love. So don't fall victim to trying to hold that down, because you can't take that shit to heaven with you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you give it to her.
Funny that we talk about taking stuff to heaven and inheritance and more importantly accumulation over periods of time. Bill Gates made a comment about giving away his life fortune. Bill Gates has amassed a crazy fortune over his time. He's the founder of Microsoft. I'm pretty sure every one of us at some point in time has used one of his products. Still using one of his products.
I'm sorry, I flipped over. I'm an Apple everything now.
He is Apple. Listen, I don't use Microsoft products, but I do have a PC, so I do in some capacity. My phone's Linux based, but this guy, he's a Mac head, but
they got me.
Think about it. Bill was with Melinda. They had a great, foundation. They did a lot of philanthropic work. Making sure that
Bill don't give up with computers. All he do is trying to give people vaccines.
Now he's just out here trying to, change the world's,
farming
structure. He's got more farmland than most people in the world right now. And apparently, he's running a lot of low-key tests and stuff. That's speculation.
He's trying to kill us.
I'm not saying that's all speculation, but at the same time, I've seen some of the great things he has contributed to our world. Tech. More importantly, vaccines. There's a lot of stuff that we can essentially say that is very controversial when it comes to Bill, but I feel and I can appreciate the good that he's contributed.
Yeah, I mean everybody does good and people do bad. But Bill Gates announced he's giving away virtually all his $200 billion fortune over the next 20 years as he closes the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Like what happened to his kids?
He's got kids. Apparently, one of his kids, she was dating this black dude for a while.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember
he was a hit on the internet. He was like, like how you fumbled the bag, Playboy. But it is what it is. Melinda is with some new dude. But
they're not even together no more.
Not even together no more. But like, who's Bill with now?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. If a billionaire can't keep his bitch, how can you keep? No,
well, listen. Bill's he's literally serviced the world and for so long, and it's almost like a priest, or he's doing so much God's work. He really can't have his own personal life. Priest died. He moved on with he had $1 in his bank account. Crazy. But again, moving right ahead. Crazy episode right here. This is let's play that clip here.
Drop it, son. Put it down for me, okay? You're not in trouble, but you have to drop that and come talk to us, alright?
There's a magazine inside the magazine well. But they're playing with the guys back and forth. The one in the blue is trying to take it from the one in the orange.
Put it down, baby. Stop it, buddy. Put it down, baby. You're okay. Put it down.
And now the kid in the blue and green has a firearm.
I want you to put it down, baby.
Yeah, I'm trying to see you with the kids.
Sean, can you put it down, babe?
The sooner you put that down, the sooner we can take you home. You go see your mom.
Sean, this isn't a game no more. We're not playing a game right now. This is serious.
Can you put it down for me? Now Sean has it. Sean, can you just toss it to the side, babe? Let's make this easy. Because we want to help you. We want to help you.
I'm trying to do a warning Something.
Put it down, Sean. We don't want to hurt you,
I
okay?
just don't want to fucking.
Put it down, Sean.
I really don't want to fucking put a kid right
We
now.
don't want to hurt you, and we want to help you, okay?
Payment expired.
It'd be.
48.
Put it down, baby.
40 going out. 40, 40, 40.
Drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
He's a shot?
Drop it now. Drop it. Listen.
Nigga said you don't got it. He just let off the rap. Yo, he's bad.
Now, first of all, listen. This situation is a very crazy situation. It can turn out real bad. These two kids walking around with a gun. It looks like a toy gun, to be honest. It looks like a PlayStation gun. It's one of these. I want to say one of these Heckler and Koch's that it got like a different color casing. What would make them think that was okay to like?
I mean, come on, that gun looked like a toy.
It does look like a toy. It's like,
and like, yo, the parents, why are you not locking up your guns? Why are you putting it where a kid could grab the gun? Like, yo, these parents, these new parents, man. What the fuck?
we the new parents. We the new.
Like, yo, you put that shit under your pillow or something? Like,
yeah, there was a situation like that a couple years ago where this kid was walking to the park with a gun that his parents had, and he was like waving it around like that. And the cops they didn't even talk to him. They shot him. Like they shot this kid.
What's his name? Ty. It was a Ty. I forgot his name. I think it was in like Cleveland or something like that.
Yeah, shot this kid in Cleveland, walking down the street, waving a gun, playing like that. No, there was no de-escalation whatsoever. He just had a gun and shot this kid. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, I think they called the cops and somebody called the cops and said there's somebody in the park with a gun.
Yeah, some kid with a gun in the park, right? Like, there was a de-escalation moment here, and
you know it's different now. These cops ain't trying to lose any. It's a different time. The cops they don't play with that shit no more.
It's hard. It's a very hard time to be a cop right now. A lot of cops aren't. They don't want
cops
that.
That scrutiny. Their job, like
it's a lot. It's a lot. So
they can't even be cops anymore because of some bad apples. So
let's make sure we're all keeping each other safe at times. Keep that in mind here. But moving right on.
That's kind of crazy though. Like the whole standoff, like. And the kids start bucking the gun, like,
yeah, the kids
just hiding the gun, like, what gun? Like,
what do you mean, what gun? We just had a gun, like, and imagine,
I don't think GTA gonna make it to the release with these kids out here, man.
Think about this: all these crazy ass episodes and segments that you see, GTA just sitting back in the back like this. So let's be prepared to see some of these things play out in GTA. But moving right along though, last year, this is a crazy stat. Last year, OF alone doubled the annual salary of the NBA.
Man, making these women rich.
Basically, it took the top performers in OnlyFans made more money than 32 teams of
he drops his stat a lot,
like this is crazy, right? But this one. That's
why it's like when you hear these stats, like why do we get mad at these girls even having no fans when they could think it's like they're like the fucking local rappers, like you be talking about they ain't go nowhere, but meanwhile you see a random chick with an OF, you're like, yo, this chick is making this much of OF, maybe I can do it too. But show some feet.
There's a lot of catch-22s to that, man.
Man.
That you guys may not see, and
everybody ain't gonna make it, all right?
Everyone ain't gonna make it. It's the ones that don't make it that get exploited, and it's crazy. So protect
and have some dignity. I mean, like, yeah, some people do it, but there's some people that don't. Like you talk, we're in 2025, the 21st century. Shame is extinct now. Nobody gives a fuck about shame. People don't give a fuck about. They're more worried about being offended than having some dignity and some morals and being being shamed. Like nothing's shamed no more.
Well, let's pull this segment about this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking to him. Let me play the video.
No, you go for it. What are you doing?
He comes from my top spenders. Charlie, he's one of my top biggest spenders. He is the biggest spender. He spent $4.7 million in the course of the year, and he's awesome. And he's just super nice guy.
Have you spoken to him? Like, do you do like a video chat with him? Have you
probably never met him.
I haven't yet. Just through OnlyFans we talk.
Wow. And to me, if somebody's doing that, they are obsessed with you.
Obsessed, $4.7 million of an
Charlie,
obsession.
he's one of my top biggest spenders. He is the biggest spender. He spent $4.7 million.
Hold on.
In the course of a year.
Let's talk about it. Listen.
I never even spent money on porn. Like, what the? Like, I can't see myself spending money on OF.
He spent $4.7 million in OF on this girl. Has never met her.
Ever.
Let me tell you something.
Dude probably like a male version of Lizzo is behind in his couch. He probably look like that rapper that Kanye West is working with right now.
$4.7 million never met this fucking chick, though. What type of time we on out here, man?
Yo, man.
Like, if I spent $100 on you,
I'm tight. I'm not tight.
No. I'm not tight. But what I'm saying is that if I spent anything on you, I would feel like I need to have the.
Yeah, I'm doing calculations in my head. Like,
listen, let's not manipulate this or dress this down. When you are with someone, you definitely need to show them love and be able to make it easier for them. You know, make it easier for them for that selective party, right? Yeah. But if you're not even in their presence, right? Why are you spending $4.7 million?
And if you have that much money, you could just fucking find a 304 on the damn street.
I can show you 10 bitches that look better than her for fucking $4.7 million. Like, let's.
You doing that shit through a screen. That's why when we see movies like that, Sir, what's that movie called?
You're fucking the game up.
They're gonna be fucking AI for real. This makes you think
man.
that these people are really gonna be fucking AI because they paying people millions of dollars through a screen.
What's that new joint coming out, Megan 2.0?
What's that movie that Joaquin was in? When he fell in love with the AI. What's that shit called again?
I know.
Her, I think.
Yeah, her.
Like, yo, that's why you see, like, you think that's just far off, but there's people that are gonna be falling for that because they're paying OF fans that they never see. They're just watching videos and they're paying them millions of dollars. This guy better be a billionaire or something.
And, and it's crazy because we live in LA, so the girls that are in these agencies and work with these, collective groups, we see them on the regular, right?
Yeah, just walking
More
down
importantly, they live in these areas. Like I got one that lives down the street. It's like Fort Knox, just fucking 50-foot fucking fences, and you know what's going down in there, but it's all good, right? Because that's business. But at the end of the day, they're creating crazy margins. So there's some integrity.
Yo, there's nobody else to blame but you fucking incel dudes that are paying these women all this bread.
And you never
like they got the right to talk shit.
4.7.
Y'all make it easy
what
for
you
them.
What you think you're telling everybody else that there's not a large portion of men out there that are doing this, right?
That's why I'm saying you can't be mad at these dudes. We can't get mad at these females. We complain about them, but there's dudes like this guy over there paying her $4.7 million. Why they feel like they could act the way they act,
and then she does an interview, and then she goes like, "Oh, Charlie, he's one of my,
And you know damn well if you see Charlie in person, you're gonna
see Charlie in person, you may never even
you're gonna add him to your ick list. Charlie, list. Anybody named Charlie now? Ick.
Yeah, anyone with the name Charlie is an ick.
He's an ick now.
Let's listen. You brought this comment up earlier about. There's a
pandemic. What's the right word? I can't say pandemic. It's a virus going on. I mean, it's been here forever.
It's been here. Some people do
social
more
media, you see it like,
and some people
these dudes out there pandering to women. Thinking it's getting annoying now. Stop pandering to women.
Yes.
They do not dare see you as the op. Regardless, you're a man. You're gonna be an op. No. I don't know if you think. You're not going to be an op. You're an op. You could agree with them. You could kiss up to them. You're an op. You have a penis.
So I'll give you a good example of what... I'm not going to agree with that all the way up, all across the board, right? So this is one dude. He's a fitness influencer, right? A majority of the time, he always sees women, powerful, strong women, who do these interesting movements, right? Biomechanics-wise and so forth and so on. And he tries to do these, right? And he shows how, amazing and how strong these women are, right? But is that pandering or is that showing love? So he brings it up as if there are some men out there who are just like, no, these guys are basically scumbags and this is how men should be, right?
No, we're not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, You know there's Vagina Unite, right?
He loves throwing up.
You know how they're gonna move as a unit. I feel like I wish dudes could be like that sometimes. But dudes will pander to women knowing that, thinking that it's gonna put them in a sweet spot with them. Like, we got the Derek Jacks. We have the dude from tonight's conversation, Alpha Flash Danny. Most of these dudes that are pandering to women, they are the opposite of what they're preaching. It's just, we see that over and over and over again. We find out the dude that was saying, oh, you have to treat her like a queen, you have to do this, you have to do that, and come and find out he's a scumbag. And you women keep falling for these pandering. Yo, if he's pandering to you, 120% of the time, he is putting up an act. He is the opposite of what he preaches. It's human nature. It's like a defense system. But I don't want you to think that I'm this, so I'm gonna act like I'm that.
But hold on. So I love how yes, they call that what we want you to see while we're with you in the honeymoon phase, right? Where basically we're putting on this image of who.
I love women though. I hate when I say to people, you can't critique women, because you critique one woman, it's like you're talking about all women. I'm just saying that, smarten up, women. These dudes that are pandering to you, 120% of the time, this just a fucking act.
But hold on.
We're men. We're telling you. We know us.
But real question here is, does that again fuck the game up in regards to the ones that are pandering to these women, right? The women are basically taking advantage of them because they know that they're being pandered, right? So
Mark Lamar Hill.
They're taking advantage of these.
I can name like 10 of these guys out here just pandering to women.
But listen, so they're taking advantage of these women, right? But they're taking advantage of these men, right? Because they're pandering to them, right? But if they're doing,
I don't say they're taking advantage of them, but some are.
No, they are. Some are.
Yeah.
Right? Because so in LA, I'm gonna tell you right now, in LA, if you're halfway decent in LA, women get off thinking that the cost of living is free, right? I shouldn't have to do so much. I've been out.
But that's like the last segment we talked about.
Yeah, listen.
Some of these guys' faults.
I've been out to spots where girls don't even their glass doesn't hit the bar, right? They are almost like hinting like this. They almost make this gesture like this, right? And this to me is like saying, it's almost like they know that this is supposed to go down like this. Like they know they think that there's so many dudes who are pandering to them that the dudes who don't, it's like
something's wrong with him. He hates women.
He hates women. So you see how it becomes a double-edged sword, right?
I love my mom. She a woman.
Listen. Haters are born every day. Haters going to be a friend, a foe, or more importantly, it could be your ex, right? And we all got those exes.
Shout out to my ex, man.
Who lurks in the dark, who just wants to see you do bad. We all got those exes, right? We always got those exes who always want to talk sideways when they stand right in front of you. The ones that try to give you that image of, hey, I'm your boo, but doing you dirty behind your back. It could have been me. I could have been the recipient of it. Also, I could have been the one who...
Or you were a recipient of it. Now you're out of it.
I could. On both sides of the spectrum. It's not just a one-sided deal. So, tighten up.
I'm just saying, man. People are pandering. Like, I seen, what's that dude off The Pivot? Like, what's his name?
The most recent interview.
Like, he's one of those dudes that just be... It's not even recent. I remember he was pandering with that whole Andrew Schultz, Kendrick Lamar, Black Women podcast joke, where he was just pandering, like, especially I hate when they do that white men are not supposed to talk about white women, whatever they be doing, like they do the race wars and the gender wars, they combine them. But it's like...
He said race wars and gender wars.
Yeah, they combine them and shit. It's like, and he was pandering, I think he was mad at RG3, talking about you don't have the right to talk about a black woman because you hate yourself, you have a white woman, and he has a biracial kid. Like, I'm like, you compare it to these women all you want, you're still their op. They will turn on you.
Well, it's not just anyone, it's just not women. Anyone will turn on you, right? if they're not your immediate party or friend in any shape, form, or fashion. There are people who have their own agenda, and they can take it, and that kind of leaves you jaded for the next or possible or certain situation.
So stop pandering out there, man. And then pandering is not only male; females be pandering too.
So yeah, exactly, it's both male and females. So don't.
But then again, the vagina, they call them pick-me's, the one that be pandering to men. The women that pander to men, they call them pick-me's.
But you know what? When social media, I'll tell you.
But social media is a fake world. That's one thing.
It is a fake world.
It's a fake world.
And there are good women out there.
There's
and there are good men who pander for love and respect because they feel like their partner deserves it. But then there's the ones that catch you on your demon time.
Yeah. It's the ones that live in their phone.
And you know
they're
what?
the ones that are.
And those are the ones who are broadcasting this on these social media platforms. So.
And they fall for it all the time.
And they lead everybody. And they lead everybody else.
Derek Jackson.
Listen,
y'all fall for these idiots. Y'all hate people like Kevin Samuels that he's telling the truth, and then y'all like people like Derek Jones is lying. What's his name? Derek Jackson. He's lying to you. Then he gets exposed for being the exact man he's telling you not to deal with.
My boy did an apology. He did a whole apology to his wife after getting caught. Yo,
I'm telling you, man.
I'm not telling you. Listen.
Yo, pandering be a defense mechanism, all right? It's a facade. 120% of the time, that pandering shit is a facade. They are, whatever, all those words y'all be throwing out. Narcissistic, chauvinist,
and
all that bullshit words y'all be throwing, y'all see on the internet, y'all don't even know what the fuck it means.
If you want to see the best version of those, come to LA. Listen, women in LA are the best actors when it comes to engagement. Because they're working for food, they're working for a clout, and they're looking for the next come up.
They come from all over the world to come here.
They all come.
You can be lucky like me, man. You find some decent ones out here, you know?
Listen, that's why you gotta bring, listen, if you're gonna bring sand to the beach, make sure that beach sand is
I need to go to the beach again, yo. But alright, now we're going to the dark web.
Pull that up right here.
True that the social security number of just about every single American is available for sale on the dark web?
That is a true statement. All of our personally identifiable information, name, date of birth, former addresses, social security number is available on the dark net and can likely be purchased.
That's chilling.
Yeah, it's very much a way of our lives though right now.
And purchased, I hear, for as little as $2 a piece.
Yep. Very affordable.
$2
Is it true that the social security number of just about every single American is available for sale on the dark web?
Kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
Social security, all these numbers, they tell you protect that, so niggas is buying it for $2.
$2. Yo, there have been so many data breaches in the last 2 years. Then it's to the point where, like, I'll give you a good example here. I'm with the AT&T. I set my phone up so that obviously I have a business line and I have a regular line. I'm getting calls from spam numbers and you're not supposed to call me directly. How do people get this information? It's like crazy how freely our information is just flowing around.
I get some random, you need a job. They send me shit up to my phone, then to WhatsApp. We have job opportunity. I'm like, this nigga's is spam. Or they send you them shits where Easy Pass. I'm like, how the hell y'all get my number? I'm like, Easy Pass, you're not texting my
so
number.
So many scams out now, and so many.
Or they have the other shit. We have a FedEx package for you.
Ring.com. Now they're sending out fake emails from Ring.com, and it looks like basically they're phishing to see if you want their services. But
all you scammers out there, man, stop going after the small fish. Go scam those big ass corporations, man. Leave us little people alone.
Stop scamming. Stop fucking scamming.
If you're gonna scam the big motherfuckers, man. They got the money to, get it back. But they might send your ass to jail. But hey, you can't do that. But
it happens. It happens. Just
stay
vigilant, though. Listen.
Yeah, man. Stay protected, man.
But this is an interesting one here. Let's pull this up.
Stats from Black demographics show us that Black American women have more kids than Black American men. Specifically, Black American women have 1 million more kids than Black American men. Now, what is this revealing? It's suggesting a few things. It's suggesting that Black American women are having kids with men of other races. And it's also suggesting that a majority of Black American women are having kids with a small minority of Black men. Likely both are true, but nevertheless, it's really interesting to see what's actually going on, what the stats are actually showing us.
Eskimo sisters, man.
So
Eskimo sisters, y'all. A lot of y'all Eskimo sisters.
So, what's that saying? What's that saying about like?
It says that a lot of y'all Eskimo sisters and a lot of dudes ain't having kids. Or it could say that a lot of Black dudes having, but then it said they have more. A lot of Black dudes having kids with white women or other races.
Other races. Or just not.
Or not having kids at all.
It's been a long time.
I mean, my dad has a couple kids with different ladies. My uncles have a couple kids with different ladies too.
Mother as well. So it's always it's interesting.
Well, you know, we have island fathers, so you know, it's like a stereotype for island men. They have a couple families.
Is production a part of life? Are we supposed to be reproducing, right? Are we supposed to be getting, you know, extending our lineage or?
Yeah, there's some dudes that are they got. What they call people? They call people that know how to plant green thumb. What do you call a dude that could fertilize?
Johnny Appleseeds.
Yeah, because Johnny, they got that potent semen. I don't know. They dropping it off.
Listen, I think one of the things when it comes to, I think it's a very controversial time for people or the new generation to have kids because there's so much uncertainty when it comes to.
And I feel like a lot of them are pushing abortion too, kind of. But that's weird because they're still having a lot of kids. That's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it like? I don't know. I guess they're just still having more kids than a lot of Black men are having kids.
Well, I guess it becomes so.
But then I feel like a lot of white women having abortions too.
Or it's just.
I feel like a lot of people are more like, I can't support these kids. I'm not having a kid. Or I just want to. I feel like a lot of people are more selfish now. They're like, I don't have that time to be.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't have all that time for a kid right now. I want to push my career, and by the time they probably want kids, it's too late.
That is true. And you know, also there's also been a change of the economic drawdown. It's there's been more affluent Black women now, and they have more of the ability to control. You know what they want, and some of them are just having kids without even the father.
Yeah, I heard people say like, I don't need a father, I just have a kid.
They just go.
Like, there was that one chick that called, she would never date a bus driver, whatever her name is, Claudia something. She ended up going to Spurbeck and just having a kid on her own.
Yeah, but like, what does that say? I think.
Yo, they hate us. So that's what it says. They fucking hate us.
No, essentially, I think
they deal with the worst of us, then they live with us all that.
So it's all men, just not Black men, just men.
Yeah, it's like Black people be in a bubble. We think it's. I have white coworkers I talk to. They bitch about the same shit we bitch about. It's universal. It's just we be in our bubbles and we think it's only Black. We're just in our bubble and we only care about what's going on with our community when it's happening in every fucking community.
But also, the real question here is, are Black men jaded by the experience of having kids, period? Because for a Black man to have a kid, right, it's...
I think it's America. We're in this Western ideal where it favors the women most of the time. And then people are just like...
Yeah, so back to what I was saying here, it does favor the women, right?
So I'm not saying, I don't think it's only, I think it's an American thing. It's not even American, a Western world thing.
Well, think about this. How many times have you seen a kid being taken away from different families, majority of Black families, because of the fact that they can't take care of those kids? So essentially, those kids become state property, right? And now they lost control of the kid, and more importantly, their finances. So now that leads.
I've seen that, but I've seen like most of the time, like my family adopt another family member.
And that's what happens. So that's not something that just happens and you're done within a generation. that carries over, and the actual experience of having a kid becomes very murky. So you say to yourself, you know, do I want to go through that? And if I do, I want to.
I feel like that's the cloudy part of it. Like, yo, stop being scared to go through shit because you see some other person go through it.
You're absolutely right.
Yo, sit fails and sit succeeds, man. You won't know until you try. Like,
exactly. You gotta get.
Like, I mean, I've seen a couple divorces in my family, but I ain't gonna lie, I still want to get married one day. I still want to have a family, even though I've seen a lot of failures in that. But I still want to try. If it fail, I fail. If I don't, I don't. You know. Like, I know a lot of people scared. They punk everyone. They scared. Like, you know, you see shit on social media. Like, damn, I don't want to be this dude that
that's the
lost
problem.
his whole family.
Social media creates these narratives.
And it makes the world smaller. And we think it's a real world.
Exactly. But
it's
really
every situation you see on social media is like, I'm telling you, all the chicks are not like that. A lot of them are, but a lot of them aren't.
Or
a lot of dudes are not the way they are. They're, you know.
Yeah. So my thing here is that a lot the ones who aren't like that get the exposure to what is it we're talking about, and then things get very, very interesting because you always want to say, where the fuck did you learn that from? Or like, that's not.
I think our generation, like especially, we want it easy when shit is not easy. We want it to be a soft life when ain't no such thing as a soft life. You need to go through some fucking hardship.
What does soft life mean to you guys out there? Because I hear a lot of interesting perspectives on it, but in the grand scheme of things, you always want to make sure that if you find that right person, that you can create this level of comfort that is essentially soft, right? But soft life seems very cliche. It seems very marketable.
Man, it's a fairy tale
and it
life,
seems
man.
like there's some undertones to that.
Yo, we're human, bro. Every time we get something that we want, we're gonna want something else. It's just how we are built. It's just, I don't know, God made us like this. We're never gonna be satisfied. That's why people say more. We're just always gonna want more. We're gonna get that car we want. We're gonna want another car. We're gonna get that woman we want. We wanna want another woman or another dude. Women would want another dude.
I need another.
You get a crib. You want another bigger crib. It's just, we're never gonna be satisfied. It's a small percent of people that could be satisfied with the life that they have. People are always gonna want more. It's just how we're built.
I need more ETFs. It's just a hunger for more.
You know, we're always gonna be hungry for more, man. Banks is up there too, Hungry for More. One of my favorite Junior albums.
Yes.
And then what? We got basketball now.
Woo! Yo,
I was wrong. The Knicks didn't nick.
Let's go. You know what? I'm
going to play the Pacers tomorrow, Wednesday. Today the Wolves are playing OKC. I was wrong about Denver again. They fucking, like, how you gonna lose the Game 7? It's the fucking Game 7. It's like they didn't even care to win. They got their ass blown out in OKC.
Whoa, I was hurt.
I'm like, what was, like, Westbrook looked terrible. The whole team looked terrible.
Yeah, that was the last of the Mohegans for the OG.
I was wrong every fucking series. The Pacers beat the Cavs. I thought the Cavs were going to lose later, but they...
And now the Pacers is in the...
They're back again. They were there last year,
Eastern Conference Finals, these bums.
They were there last year. They were there last year.
Halliburton.
Your favorite player, man.
Halliburton, Miles, and Nat King.
So, we think we got going to the finals?
Knicks, Minnesota. Let's go.
You think so?
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be it's a good matchup.
I think honestly,
but I feel like Timberwolves got big men that could fucking do the same shit that OKC does.
Yeah.
Because they got a big man that can play defense.
Then
they got fucking the dude with the dreads. What's his name again? He could stretch it out, just like Chet could stretch it out.
Yeah.
So it's a good matchup. I think that's going 7-2. But I think Anthony Edwards is gonna put on a fucking show. He's going to the finals this year. He's not gonna lose like he did last year.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I feel like Shea gonna go off too, but I don't know, man. I don't think they can handle Randall. It's like they have the Timberwolves have a set off for everything that OKC has. OKC has Jalen Williams that could do all that, but they got Randall that could do that too.
Yeah.
And then they got Shea that could do that, and they got Anthony Edwards. So it's like
a great match.
It's a great matchup. Yeah, I'm about to go watch this game.
You're
probably going right now.
Yeah. But it's definitely great to see. We got Denver was the last OG team. So right now we got all new.
I wanted okay, I wanted Denver to win because I just want Westbrook to have a chance at getting a fucking ring. And I guess it's over.
Fuck! Westbrook!
I just want, because Westbrook one of the people hate on him, but I like Westbrook. I like his hustle. I like the way he plays.
Was that the NBA trying to alter the outcome of the playoffs? I'm just saying.
I don't know. I mean,
all new young squads.
I mean, last year they had
the changing of the guard, right? It's the changing.
Nah, but come on, the Celtics had an injury. Like if Tatum getting hurt, I think they would have came back and won that.
I don't know.
I think it would have. I think it would have won 7. Because I feel like Jalen Brunson's putting on a masterclass right now.
What?
He's balling.
Boogie?
And then I was talking shit. I said the Knicks are gonna nick. I still believe the Knicks are gonna nick. But right now they got me shutting my mouth up. I can't talk shit no more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
OG Hart.
I'm gonna back off.
Yeah, OG Hart. All y'all.
I'm gonna back off. I can't talk the shit out. I was talking. But right now, who I think is gonna win this? Who I think?
Who's your final two?
I don't know. My final two I think is gonna be. I want New York to pass the Pacers, but the Pacers is actually good. I want New York to come out of it and play. Like I said, like we talked about last time. I think New York and Timberwolves would be a good story. Good narrative. Players, they traded players. Randall coming back to New York. We talked about the white boy coming back to New York. Cat going back to Minnesota. Yeah.
Think about it.
That's a good storyline.
It's such a great storyline. It's such a great storyline. But definitely the Knicks are balling right now.
And tomorrow's a game Wednesday. Let's see if they win game 1.
Definitely. At the end of the day, what we got.
We had Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. They played each other. Yo. There's no rivalry. I feel like the rivalry is one-sided. Angela Reese can't see that white girl. I know y'all hate on her because she's a white girl. She's fucking nice. Stop playing these games. She's fucking nice.
She's nice. You gotta give her fucking
She's fucking nice.
She's nice. She's nice. And you're over here, you guys are not giving her enough credit
because she's white.
You want her to be this black. Listen, there's a lot of great athletes.
And y'all already had her last year apologizing for her white privilege. Get over it. She apologized for her white privilege.
I can't speak on that, but I can tell you there's a lot of great athletes in the WNBA, and it's cool. It's cool to see the sport evolving.
I'm sorry, you guys. Just like black people want to see themselves and want to see black people on television, white people want the same thing. We are the same. Most human beings, we are similar. We want to see ourselves on TV. They don't have a white girl. They have white girls in the league, but they don't have one that's on this level.
Sabrina.
They have Sabrina, but
Diana Taurasi.
Sabrina is not this girl. She plays like Steph Curry.
Yeah, she is. She's
just like talent. Next year, we're going to see this with fucking Cooper. No, we're going to see this with Cooper, too.
Yeah.
This is the first time that these white boys are going to have a fucking dude that's a dog. Last time they had a white boy that was a dog that's American? Well, fucking Larry Bird, if you think about it.
No, yeah.
Then another white boy.
Dirk
is not American.
He's not American. Oh, yeah, an American. Okay.
This is the first time they had American in a minute. That's a dog.
Oh, yeah. But Cooper is generational talent. The kid's a phenomenal athlete. He's got a great head on his shoulder. And he can only get better, right? He can only get better. And shouts to Caitlin for making us want to, engage.
Yeah, so, stop all this. Y'all hating on Caitlin. C is going to be a problem. She's already showing you she's a problem. She got the most triple doubles. She's on her second season, the first game of her first season already. But she has more triple doubles than everybody.
If I can say something though about Angel Reese, listen,
Angel Reese, stop. You have this main character syndrome. You're not a main character. You are a supporting act. I'm sorry, you are a supporting act. Listen. And all your supporters are supporting you for one thing: your skin color.
Hold up.
What?
AR, you are a great athlete. You have made it this far based off of your efforts, and more importantly, you have definitely changed the perspective on the WNBA. People do watch it.
Clark, she's the reason why we know who you are.
No. But remember,
what? Me.
Remember,
him. Me. The reason I know who you are is because of that white girl.
Won a national championship.
Not because of her.
Caitlin Clark.
All the bad balls on there.
Caitlin Clark did not win a national championship.
She played for Iowa. Come on, man.
So what? The point, it is a team sport. regardless of the fact
she had a better team.
She still was a great athlete. She's still balling. And Angel Reese.
My nigga, how many times you sent me them damn rips of
her? And Angel Reese, on the other hand,
stop it. Angel Reese, she get all the rebounds because she missing all of them shits and tapping her shits back in.
Listen, all I'm saying
she's a Draymond, like they be saying in there, she's a Draymond, the female version of Draymond, before Draymond lost all his talent.
And I just found out she's a righty, but something seems.
Nah, I'm just talking shit though. Angel Reese.
Yeah, show us some fucking respect.
I'm gonna show you some type of.
Yeah, show us some fucking respect.
I'm gonna do it because of my man's right here. I'm gonna show you some love.
Show some fucking respect.
And we show love regardless, man. Even though you're just a villain to the hero story.
Showing love.
Shout out to that white girl. That Blanquita is doing her thing.
Showing love.
That Blanquita's nice.
Showing love.
That Blanquita's nice. But yo,
showing
next
love.
week, man. Well, next week I'm going.
Listen.
Till next episode, man. Show love regardless.
Show love regardless.